and it changed her insides internally, and she became a different person. And it was amazing to see the transformation. And now at recess, Jessica's playing, and she's doing double dutch. I'm not asking you to do double dutch, Laura. I'm not going to do that. But she's like, I've done it before. But here's the thing. When we got a chance to know who Jessica was and we connected with Jessica, Jessica connected with us. And all of a sudden, the same broken child, the same broken little girl became somebody of significance. And it was amazing. Can we give Jessica a round of applause? Thank you. So, here's the thing. I believe that things are great. I believe in the impossible. I believe, Noah, that you are probably a phenomenal man. I believe that you are a phenomenal teacher. I believe that you have a higher sense of purpose and you are here for a higher calling. And I believe if we truly got to know this man and understood his heart and understood who he was, then we would have a higher appreciation for who he is. How many people would agree? Anybody at this table know this man right here? Okay? What do you know about this man?
He's very, very caring.
Very, very caring. What else do you know about this man? Passionate. Caring. Passionate. What else? What is it? Positive. Caring. Passionate. Positive. What else? Determined. What else? Organized. Now Noah's turning red over here. He's like, oh my God. Please stop it. He's like, really? Internally, he's like, bring it on, baby. I get it. I understand. Now here's the thing. All of a sudden, have we ever met?
No, sir.
Is this staged? Have I ever met with you in my life? Have we ever talked prior to this?
No, sir.
Now, in a matter of a few seconds, what happened to Noah? What happened? All of a sudden, when we praised him and began to get to know him, now all of you know more about Noah than you ever knew because you never knew him. But once we got to know him through the people who know him, to find out that he is a good man, to find out that he is a man of significance, that he is here for a greater sense of purpose, all of a sudden, what does that make us feel about Noah? Make us feel special, right? Make us feel inclusive. Now it makes us want to encourage Noah to do what? To continue doing the job that he's doing. Noah, how do you feel?
Good.
He feels good. As a matter of fact, he feels great because he can't stop smiling. All right? So here's a man that we never knew. Here's a man we don't know his past, but we know enough about this man to realize that he is a decent human being. Freeze frame. Every child that comes into our room, in order for us to connect with that child, we got to get to know him. You know, when Dr. Coates talked about there are principals in the schools that kids don't even know the principal's name, that is a travesty. But see, when we get to know someone, when we get to interact with someone, when we build a relationship with someone, then all of a sudden we begin to have breakthroughs that we've never had before. And when we really get to know who this man is or who that child is, we begin to build a sense of trust. And when we build a sense of trust, then anything is possible. Because if you trust someone, will you follow them? Absolutely. If you trust someone, will you believe in them? Yes. If you trust someone, can you build a positive relationship despite the situation they're going through because there's a trust factor? See, many of the teachers in my life, especially the ones who they said I had problems with, there were certain teachers who did not like me because my job when I was coming up in school was to cause ulcers. That's what I did. I wanted to make sure that I could wreak havoc on any teacher because I was disconnected. But there were certain teachers, Tony, who when I came into their classroom and other teachers were congregating said, oh my God, here comes Mark Anthony. Because how many of you have had students where you really love what you do, but then all of a sudden there are certain times when you hear a certain student's name, and of course you're trying to be positive like Noah, right? And Noah, you're a positive guy. But there are certain kids that you hear their name and you're like, oh my God, okay. Oh my goodness. Woo! Yeah, I'll take them. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. And I mean, let's just be real. Your gut just turns over because you know that it's going to be some work. How many people would agree? Absolutely. You hear a certain kid's name, they're coming, and you're like, oh, you couldn't have stayed home today? We really don't want to say that, but we're thinking it. I'm just being real. Absolutely. And we ask ourselves, can those kids be reached? But there are certain children, the ones who we think cannot be reached through trust, relationships, understanding. We begin to build bridges with those children. Now all of a sudden those children become children of greatness.